The CEO of SAP made 19 million last year, and he's not alone, because German top managers are earning more than ever. But let's be honest, how many of us will ever become a DAX CEO? Exactly. So which jobs actually give you a real shot at financial freedom, and which just look good on paper? Let's find out. Here are the top 10 jobs in Germany ranked by salary, how much they pay, accessibility, how realistic they are to get, and how good the work-life balance is. So you'll know exactly which careers can set you financially free. Financial freedom means living life on your own terms, without relying on a paycheck or a traditional job. Your money works for you through investments or other income streams, and your expenses are covered. And the first job that can help you get there is one that many of you are working in already: IT. IT is one of the best paid industries in Germany, but in our ranking it gets just one money emoji out of 5 because there's still much better paying jobs to come. Starting salaries are around 50,000 euros, and with just a few years of experience, many pass the 80k mark. And in management, 6 figures are standard. The top specialists in areas like AI can even reach over 180k or more. The great news is that IT is highly accessible, and with a huge shortage of talent, even career changers can succeed. Degrees help, but experience and skills often matter more. That's why we take away one door emoji, because AI could automate some entry-level jobs in the future. Work-life balance in IT is excellent. Remote work, flexible hours, and even the digital nomad lifestyle are possible. Leadership roles, of course, can mean more stress, but overall IT offers one of the best combinations of income, opportunity, and freedom in today's job market. What's a career that promises money, status, and excitement but comes with heavy trade-offs? Consulting. And that's why it gets only one money emoji out of 5. Yes, entry-level consultants already earn 50,000 to 70,000 euros, and top firms like McKinsey or BCG pay even more, but the trade-offs are massive. And very little consultants reach the top with 6-figure salaries and massive bonuses. Accessibility is decent. A university degree in business, engineering, or IT usually gets you in. And there may be chances for career changers too. But we only give 3 doors here because competition is fierce and AI is starting to replace some junior roles. Work-life balance, on the other hand, is the real weak spot. Consulting is known for endless hours, constant travel, and very little free time. Some firms are trying to improve, but overall it's still one of the toughest lifestyles in our ranking. From boardrooms to cockpits, let's look at the career of a pilot. Flying around the world, wearing a respected uniform, and earning a good paycheck. It sounds glamorous, right? But in our ranking, it only gets 2 money emojis out of 5. Yes, nearly half of all pilots make over 100,000 euros a year. Still, satisfaction is surprisingly low because other factors like stress and jet lag weigh heavily. And accessibility isn't great either. Training takes up to 3 years and costs between 50,000 to 100,000 euros. And on top of that, only a limited number of airline positions are available. That's why pilot is our least accessible job in the ranking so far. Work-life balance is the real challenge. Pilots face irregular schedules, jet lag, long hours, and constant travel. It's a respected profession, but also one of the most stressful in our ranking. The next job is auditor or Wirtschaftsprüfer in German. With an average salary of around 90,000 euros a year and salaries ranging up to more than 160,000, it's one of the best paid professions in Germany. That's why it gets 2 money emojis out of 5. Accessibility is decent, but not easy. You'll need a degree in economics or business plus years of additional training. The exams are tough, and precision and responsibility are key. That's why we give 3 doors here, easier than becoming a pilot, but tougher than some other jobs later on this list. Work-life balance is also in the middle of the pack. Auditors face deadlines, responsibility, and long hours in busy seasons. But overall satisfaction is solid, and the industry scores well for flexibility and stability. So auditors get 3 balance emojis in our ranking right in the middle. Many people think of real estate when they hear financial freedom. So let's look at the real estate agent. We give this job 3 money emojis out of 5 because it's highly scalable, just like any other sales job. The income is based on commissions, which means the more properties you sell, the more you make. In popular regions, top agents can cross the 100K mark with just a few deals per year. Accessibility is excellent and the highest in our ranking. No degree needed, just a license, strong communication skills, and the drive to build a network. Work-life balance is good, but not perfect. Your schedule depends heavily on clients and deals, so evenings and weekends are often full of work. Still, the flexibility of being self-employed puts real estate ahead of many other jobs with similar earnings. And remember, real estate isn't the only path to financial success. Book a free meeting with us and we'll help you find the strategy that works best for you. Now let's talk about investment banking, one of the most lucrative but also most competitive careers in Germany. Salaries start strong and rise quickly. With experience, 6 figures are the norm, and senior bankers in international firms can earn well over 200,000 euros per year. On top of that, bonuses and commissions can make the paycheck a lot bigger. Like, a lot bigger. Accessibility is tough, but not impossible. You'll need a degree in finance or economics, sharp analytical skills, and the ability to handle pressure. The competition is fierce, and that's why we give investment banking 3 doors in our ranking. Work-life balance, however, is the real weak spot. Investment banking is known for long nights, high stress, and constant pressure to perform. It's a career with big rewards, but also one of the most demanding lifestyles in our ranking. Few careers in Germany are as closely tied to wealth and prestige as being a lawyer. And for good reason. Lawyers who specialize in corporate law, tax law, or patent law can earn well over 120,000 euros a year. And notaries, especially in regions like here in Bavaria, also reach 6 figures regularly. Accessibility, however, is extremely tough. Becoming a lawyer requires years of study, 2 state exams, and often further specialization. For notaries, a license is limited and expensive, sometimes financed with loans. And as a self-employed lawyer, you carry the full load. Clients, insurance, taxes, everything rests on your shoulders. And that's why we give this job only 2 doors. Work-life balance sits in the middle. Running your own firm gives you flexibility, but it comes with pressure from demanding cases and long workdays. It's a heavy workload, though still not ranked among the 10 most stressful professions. Unlike our next job, where stress reaches a whole new dimension, because the decisions are literally about life and death. And that's exactly the reality for the chief physician. Few jobs carry as much responsibility or as much stress, but the paychecks reflect that responsibility. With annual salaries between 150,000 to 250,000, chief physicians are among the very top earners in Germany, and in some specialties, like radiology, monthly pay can exceed 30,000 euros. Accessibility, however, is the lowest in our ranking. Becoming a chief physician takes more than a decade of medical training, from medical school to residency, 2 years as a specialist and senior physician before reaching the top. Work-life balance is also extremely demanding. Long shifts, administrative duties, and constant responsibility for the life of patients makes this one of the toughest careers out there. Losing a legal case as a lawyer or a few millions as an investment banker is tough, but nothing compares to a chief physician making life and death decisions every single day. From the hospital to the private practice with the self-employed doctor. While chief physicians already earn impressive salaries, running your own practice can take the income potential even further. On average, doctors with their own practice report around 320,000 euros a year after expenses. And in some specialties, like radiology, profits can reach over 1 million euros annually. Accessibility, however, is extremely tough. The path is the same as for the chief physician. Years of medical school, residency, and specialization And on top of that come financial risk, heavy bureaucracy, and the constant struggle to attract patients. Work-life balance doesn't score much better. Yes, self-employment means more independence, in theory at least, but responsibility for patients, long hours, and stress make this one of the hardest paths to financial freedom. So, who's at the very top of our ranking? You guessed it, the business owner or CEO. Whether you're running your own company or sit in a C-level position, this is where the biggest paychecks in Germany are made. Average salaries for managing directors are already around 175,000 euros, and CEOs of DAX companies make millions every year. Accessibility though is limited, especially for DAX CEOs. And becoming a successful entrepreneur takes years of experience, strong leadership, and usually plenty of risk-taking. And work-life balance? Honestly, it's brutal. 12-hour days, constant responsibility for budgets, staff, and growth. And the stress doesn't stop when you leave the office. That's why I hope this video showed you that financial freedom isn't just about money. It's about time, health, and peace of mind. A high income sounds great, but what are you willing to sacrifice for it? And maybe your income is already high. If you want to find that out, make sure to watch this video next. Thank you for watching und bis zum nächsten Mal.